cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut.
Today's episode is brought to you by ETB Games. ETB Games is, of course, our locals in Alexandria, Louisiana. They are our one-stop shop for all of our card game needs. They have singles and sealed product for the games that you love, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon. Of course, you can also find the accessories that you need, such as sleeves, binders, playmats, and more. And if you're into D&D, well, they have all of your D&D figurines, the paint for the figurines, dice, books, and anything that you would need to play. So be sure to check out ETB Games. There's a link in the description down below. And now, back to today's episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. My name is Sunny, and I'm here with my co-host, Caleb.
Hello.
And of course, before we get too far in, we want to thank all of our sponsors. So a huge thank you, of course, to ETB Games in Alexandria, Louisiana, Steelfox Games up in Shreveport. Of course, we want to thank Gem Accessories as well as Millennium Threads. You can find links with discount codes, both of those down below. And of course, we also want to let you know that we do have affiliate links down below for both TCG Player and Dragon Shield. So whether you're buying new cards or sleeves for those new cards, if you go ahead and click that link before you shop, it costs you nothing extra to support the channel. And if you do want to go that extra mile, you can always be sure to check out our Patreon in the description down below. And everything in the $5 and up tier will get you an extra episode every week if that's your thing. We talk about everything on those episodes, not just Yu-Gi-Oh! I think we've recently done episodes on Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts. I think we started one about music and ended up just deep diving into your gaming habits.
Yeah.
So if you want to get all of those random off-topic episodes, because that's your favorite part of the show, you can always check that out. So as always, let's go ahead and get on into today's main topic. So we have a couple of little bit news updates and things like that to cover, and then we'll go ahead and start digging into the YCS and getting as much information and coverage of that as we can. I know we have the breakdown of top 8. We know every deck that was in top 8, but we don't actually know.
We don't have deck lists.
Right, we don't have lists. So if I told you there were 5 decks represented in top 8, right? Between 24 players. Because it's the 3v3.
Yes.
5 decks in top 8. What do you think those decks were?
Okay. I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and say, in no particular order, Kashtira, Labyrinth, Swordsoul, Ninja. I legitimately think a ninja player got in there. I guess you could say they ninja'd their way in.
Yeah.
And I don't know with the 5th. I'm just gonna
Well, I mean, you have 3 right now.
Oh, I have 3 correct.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I wasn't even paying attention. Which 3 did I get right?
Cash, Labyrinth, Swordsoul.
Swordsoul. Okay. Darkwold.
No.
Flu.
No. You're missing Branded. Branded's a pretty big one.
Branded, yes.
And the other one is Sprite.
Okay.
So
about what we expected.
Yeah.
I legitimately couldn't remember Sprite. My brain kept going flu. No, the other low level deck. Flu?
So let's go ahead and talk about the new stuff. So we have the tagline for one of the new monsters for the new theme coming out in Deck Build Pack Wild Survivors. So that's the set that we're also getting all the new Dino support as well as the Hungry Burger support. It's
Hungry Burger support. It's outright Hungry Burger.
It basically is, yeah.
No, it outright is. It searches for it.
And it does something extra if you have Hungry Burger on the field, but it's good enough to play without Hungry Burger.
Yeah, no, it's great by itself.
So with that said, we have the tagline. So the concept of the set is passion. So I guess you could say passion in whether that be through
food
or dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old's passionate about dinosaurs. So
maybe it's like a fiery passion of survival.
I think dinosaurs are just cool, man. I think
they are just cool.
That cool. And the other one I don't know. It says, charge forth at full power, engraved with the memories of the ancient past. So that's the tagline for Dinos. Which I think this, what are they actually called? Meteo something?
Oh, they're Transcend Drakes.
Transcend Drakes, that's what it is. A recipe made with soul-stealing high quality and diabolic passion.
Yeah.
That would be the Nouvelles. Is that right? Nouvelle?
Something like that.
Stake your soul. Ready. Vanquish Soul Kaiser Various. I think that's the name of the card.
Yeah, Kaiser Various, I believe, is actually the name of the boss monster.
Yes. So the Vanquish Soul is the name of the third archetype, but we don't actually know what
it does.
It does. We don't have actually any confirmation on any of the cards, but the one art that we do have is very cool.
Oh yeah, and his name's also really nice.
Yes.
So here's hoping.
So with that announcement, we also have the TCG announcement of the set. So it says, brace yourself for battle this summer with Wild Survivors. And this is interesting. We also have an OTS launch date, and it is way earlier than I thought it was going to be. Like,
really?
Way earlier. Months earlier.
Way earlier, yeah. I was expecting this in, like, December.
No, I was
Or,
expecting
like,
it.
February.
I was expecting it in July.
Okay.
Because I feel like we got the Mako Tsunami stuff about 6 months later.
That's fair.
I feel like 6 months is usually a normal timeline.
Yeah, no, we're getting this in June 2nd.
No, May 31st is OTS launch date.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the official launch date is June 2nd,
Right.
which is still.
And don't forget, we have Gate Guardian support coming in like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we have a 60 card set coming in a few weeks, and then a few weeks after that we have Cyberstorm Access. That'll probably be April at the latest.
April,
I think.
May.
Well, can you Google it real quick and see when Cyberstorm
sure.
Access comes? We should have an announcement and launch date already.
Key term should.
Right. And then after Cyberstorm Access, we'll get this set. And after this set, then it'll be Duelist Nexus?
I think.
Duelist Nexus? Something like that?
It says May 5th.
Okay, so May 5th. So we'll get this and that on pretty much on the same month, just about.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and read the description for this set because, spoiler alert, we actually don't have a ton of stuff to cover today.
Yeah.
So it says, this 60 card set brings 3 new captivating strategies that can dominate duels. Each theme has a unique gameplay style to discover. Find the one that fits you best. Giant dinosaurs that evolved to use different types of summoning. Wild Survivors introduces new dinosaur monsters for your extra deck, including a fusion, a synchro, and an Xyz monster. Whether you're powering up your existing dinosaur deck or looking to build one for the first time, you'll be able to find the cards you need in Wild Survivors. A ritual summoning strategy that will introduce your opponent to a whole new world of monstrous cuisine. Cook up your opponent's monsters and serve them a full course meal that fights back. Once you've ritual summoned your first monster and the special condition is met, it can tribute itself along with one of your opponent's monsters to special summon the next one on the menu. And then, fighters that battle with attribute-powered special attacks. More information will be available as Wild Survivors gets closer to release. So, in the interest of not giving anybody any information, when they made the TCG announcement for the set, they didn't even give a description of that third one. They must be awful proud of that third archetype.
Yeah, okay. They're either incredibly proud because it's actually like a really good take on an attribute-based effect archetype,
Which has never happened.
or it could also be that it's just really bad.
Well, the other two are
Really good.
pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're doing an attribute-dependent archetype,
You know, it just dawned on me.
what's that?
This will be a collector rare set.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah, possibility like a collector rare misc.
Or a collector rare baby Sarasaurus.
Oh yeah, or a Petit Pterodon.
Or Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Yeah, or just any of those.
Soul Eating Oviraptor collector rare.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, but like the way that they would have to do an attribute effect based deck would be like on summon you declare its attribute, and then depending upon its attribute it gains this effect.
Yeah.
So like let's say normally it's a fire monster, you summon it, you can declare a different attribute, it changes that attribute.
Right.
Then like light on special summon another monster at graveyard. Dark, pop a card on the send a card to the graveyard. or banish card or whatever. Fire, burn for damage, blah blah blah.
Right.
Something like that. So unless they're all baseline the same attribute, we're gonna have issues with Gozen match because then you can't. Because even they change attributes. If
Every deck has a weakness.
yeah, like it's gonna have some weird It's gonna have some interesting but also weirder interactions with Gozen.
Even the best decks of all time have a weakness somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
Even if you look at Tier Limit Ishizu, which maybe has been the best, most powerful deck of all time, that deck has issues with Dimension Shifter.
You know what I always found hilarious?
Hmm.
Dragon Capture Jar actually being a not a good card, but considerable back in Dragon Roller format.
Anyway.
Because they can't attack with dragons.
Yeah, well, yeah. The Wild Survivors booster set contains 60 cards, 10 Ultras, 15 Supers, and 35 Rares. 15 cards in the set are also available as Collector's Rares.
Which you're not telling us any of those yet.
Right? Each booster pack contains 7 cards, 1 foil card per pack, 6 rare cards per pack. Set size is 60, and obviously it's a booster pack with an OTS launch date of May 31st, 2023, and an official worldwide release date and Konami legal date of June 2nd, 2023. I would say if you're looking at... Dude, why is MSRP $4.49 per pack if there's only 7 cards per pack?
Because money. Konami needs more of it, apparently.
I would say that
that's like, what, 35 cents a card? Something like that?
It's 50 cents a card. Well, it's for a 9-card pack, it'd be 50 cents per card, so it's like 65 cents a card, or 60.
Yeah, 65 cents per card.
Yeah.
If you round up.
Yeah. So, okay. You've got Transcendric Meteoros, which is... their Searcher spell card, clearly, as well as the level 6 and the level 12.
Yeah. Main deck
For
monsters.
sure, all guaranteed collector's rares.
Probably not the Searcher. One of those 3 is not going to be a collector rare because that's how Konami likes to do their players dirty.
But
it's probably going to be like the Xyz or something.
Surely not.
You never know.
I mean, Labyrinth has
almost all of them.
That's what I'm saying. The field spell, both of the normal summons, and the lady were all collectors.
Yeah, lovely, both lovely and regular lady.
Dude, the one that came in the set, dude, I can't believe that they made them both lady.
Well, because it's Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle and Lovely Lady Labyrinth or something like that. It's her second HP bar because she's the boss.
Bro.
Bosses have multiple.
They did not need to name her Lovely Lady and
Lady
of the Labyrinth or whatever.
Yeah. Again, it's because it's...
I don't care. It's dumb.
I think it's a cool concept. I'm just waiting for that 3rd health bar because final bosses always have 3 health bars.
Dude, don't.
Yo,
They're just trying to figure out how to name her Lady a 3rd time. Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle final form.
No. If they were to do so, they probably do something hilarious like Queen of the Silver Castle.
I'm fine with Queen.
Or Dame of the Silver Castle, which is just another way to say lady.
They're gonna call her Lady again.
Yeah. Maybe Lady over
Last
Queen.
Lady of the Silver Castle.
Last Lady of the Silver Castle, yeah.
Dude. Please no. Please.
And then it's like Lady Knight of the Silver Castle.
Person at Konami that works there and listens to this podcast because somebody does. Please don't do that.
Please do it. That'd be hilarious.
Please no. Caleb just wants more Labyrinth support. Don't listen to him. Please
no.
I already can't keep him straight.
Oh, no. Like the knight that's in all the artworks can just be a vanilla for all I care.
Oh, no.
Just
anyway.
Lady Knight of the Silver Castle.
So you got 4 for Labyrinth, and then Big Welcome is an Ultra as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I'm thinking it'll... Statistically, if you were to split it up evenly, it'd be 5, 5, 5, and then 5.
Oh, well, there's only 15 total.
Oh. I don't know why my brain did that. Yeah, so it'd be 4, 4, 4, and 3, or like 4, 3, 3.
I think it's gonna be 4, 3, 3, and then they'll give some older cards. They always give like 4 or 5 at least older cards.
Well, in that case, it'd be 3 for the archetypes, and then 4 legacy collectors.
No, that does not add up to 15.
3. It doesn't. My brain. I'm sorry. It's late. My brain's not working properly.
Dog, listen, you haven't been able to do math since forever, as long as I've known you. That's not because it's late. That's because you're bad at math.
That's fair.
That's fine. I have things I'm bad at, but math is your thing.
I'm trying to divide 15 by 4, and it's not working.
That's because it doesn't divide evenly by 4.
Well, no. Only because then I'm trying to like in my head like adjust
Okay,
it so
can I
it's
give you the numbers?
yeah. Just give me
One
some
of the
numbers.
archetypes will get 4.
Okay.
2 of them will get 3. That's 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'll be 5 wild cards.
Okay. 5 legacies, as I like to call them.
So I would say Transcendrake get 3.
Yeah.
That'll be the 2 main decks and the Searcher.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the most sense. And then your extra deck monsters are either supers or maybe 1 ultra.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the Searcher can also be like a super, and then the other ones can be like rares.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So
I know the main deck boss monster is probably gonna be an ultra.
well, the thing is the level 6 might just be an ultra and not a CR. The issue is that it's the best card.
Watch them do the wild thing, and that the 3 CRs are just the extra deck monsters.
Anyway, we're not gonna give anybody that idea. So you have, in my opinion, it's gonna be the 2 main decks and then the search.
Yeah.
Then for the nouvelles, you'll have the that's a big archetype. They've got like 10 cards.
That's fair.
I could see them getting 4.
Yeah, so like the
So,
boss
like,
monster,
Yeah, the boss monster.
maybe the level 1.
I was just saying say the level 1.
So like the 2 ends of the spectrum.
And maybe 2 recipes.
Maybe, yeah.
There's 2 spell recipes and 2 trap recipes.
Yeah, so maybe like 1 spell, 1 trap recipe.
Maybe. No matter what, though, that whole deck will not be collector's rare or even ultra or super. You will have rares in that deck.
Rares and commons, yeah.
It's just too expansive of an archetype.
Oh yeah, no. It would take up way too many slots in the upper echelons for it to
Mm-hmm.
take up like the entire archetype being shiny.
Yeah. So I think you get 4 for nouvelles, and then I think that leaves 3 for the last one.
Yeah,
as well.
which would probably be like the boss monster, a searcher, and then maybe like an extra deck monster if their boss monster is a main deck monster,
Maybe. Yeah.
something like that. And then we're definitely I would be shocked if we did not get a Hungry Burger collector rare as one of the legacies. In addition to like a reprint.
I
in
really
there as
hope
well.
it doesn't happen. I would rather see preparation of rights
Well,
or pre-prep.
Well, you also gotta remember that with the legacy reprints, they also reprint them in the lower rarities in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like maybe like a Hungry Burger common or like a rare.
Well, no, there is no commons.
Oh, right. Yeah, so it'd be like a super maybe,
It's 1 foil and 6 rares per pack.
and then like collector rare, Hungry Burger, maybe collector rare, because normally those legacy collector rares are related to the 3 archetypes.
Right. That's why I said preparation of rights.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. Well, I'm thinking.
Preparation of rights searches a ritual monster. It's better for the archetype
Yeah.
than Hungry Burger.
Oh yeah, no. So I'm thinking it's either gonna be Hungry Burger or prep. I want prep.
It's I think either prep or pre-prep.
Yeah, it's
Gets
gonna be
a
one
CR.
of those.
And then you have to look at something for dinos.
Probably,
Which-
hopefully, Baby Sarasaurus or Misk.
Right. I would hope for Misk. Personally, maybe Soul Eating Oviraptor.
Yeah.
Or honestly, they could do the wild thing and give it to Scrap Raptor.
I was just about to say that.
Scrap Raptor would look really good.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
And then we don't know enough about this other archetype. And then you got 2 of them which you sometimes are related, sometimes aren't.
So you really have to think at that point about are there any other cards that are really old? They like to get like 1 or 2 meta relevant-ish cards.
Yeah.
So you could even see, oh, you know what they could do? Illusion of Chaos.
Ooh, yeah, CR Illusion or even a CR
Magician
Souls.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would almost make sense because they're just like generically good ritual cards.
They're just generically good cards in general.
Yes, but they have a home in ritual decks.
Yes,
especially.
definitely. maybe someone there loses their mind and they reprint Baron as a CR, and that's the promised Baron reprint.
No. We already have a confirmed Baron reprint.
Another one.
Another one.
Just
No, we won't. They won't do that.
no.
They won't do that. They want to save Baron for like if they want to do like maximum gold 3 or something this year.
That's fair.
Because we have a confirmed Baron reprint coming in Maze of Mystery or Maze of Madness or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
So keep that in
the
mind.
Gate Guardian support.
Yes, please.
It's probably gonna be another secret. Oh my god.
No, that set won't have secrets.
Okay.
But please, for all that is holy, if you are looking to acquire a Baron, wait 2 weeks, because Barons are still bought out to full meta prices right now.
Oh yeah, no. It's going to be like the set comes out and then 2 weeks later before they start dipping down.
I don't even know that. All I know is right now, Baron is still like, look, we just turned on round 1 of YCS Vegas from this weekend. I just looked up while we're saying it. There's
Yeah.
a Baron on board right now.
Yeah.
It's just always a good card. They're playing it in Kashtira.
Listen. If you can generically synchro 10 and not be locked by anything,
broken.
Yeah. That's the synchro 10 they go for.
Yeah, there's one other one that's almost as good, but it's just not.
Why would I run that if I can just run Baron de Fleur?
Because you don't have $100 to spare.
Because you don't have a Baron de Fleur, and that's the only reason.
Right. Okay, so we have one card to kind of talk about here. So we have a new V-Jump promo card, but it's called Anniversary Legend Card 2. So this is the second card meant to celebrate the 25th anniversary. And it's called... so the literal translation is Flesh and Blood Sacrifice. It's meant to be a retrain of Ultimate Offering.
Interesting.
So the possible names are Terminal Offering, Final Offering, or Ultimate Sacrifice. Personally, my call would be Ultimate Sacrifice.
It either
Or Final Offering.
one or the other, because then it keeps.
I don't like Terminal Offering.
Because then it keeps in line with Ultimate Offering. Still.
Correct.
It kind of keeps part of the naming convention from Ultimate Offering. Kind of like how with the old, like the first wave of retrains, it was just the original card name, but then like an extra word in it, like Enraged Battle Ox, Obnoxious Celtic Guard.
Yeah.
And then the secondary retrain. Then of course you have the secondary retrains, which were just kind of similar.
So you have, I think there's a King Barbaros.
Yeah.
And then there's a Beast King Barbaros.
And then you have like Emperor Barbaros or something.
King Barbaros or something like that.
Yeah. And then you have the third type, which is like Harpy's Pet Dragon, Flame Blast. The attack retrains where it's just their attack, not as a spell card or anything, just as the monster effect.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I think it would be one of those two, either Final Offering or Ultimate Sacrifice, to kind of keep in line with the Type 2 retrain, where it's just kind of similar name.
The card is explained to be the second Anniversary Legend card and is based on the continuous trap card Ultimate Offering.
Mm-hmm.
It explains that Ultimate Offering had major utility in gadgets, and this card carries on the motif and the effects of Ultimate Offering in one way or another, but the specifics will be revealed next month. Pictured is Ultimate Offering's Japanese artwork. Ultimate Offering is literally blood sacrifice or blood offering in Japanese for why they escape to sacrificing the flesh of the hand.
Which is, you pay life points to normal summon.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I actually have a funny story about Ultimate Offering. I was playing against a friend of ours, our editor actually, way back in the gap. And it was a start. I was using Stardeck Kai, but he's using Stardeck Yugi.
You do love this story.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I set one pass with a bunch of cards in my hand. I like normal summon a monster. He has a Dark Magician on field. I normal summon a monster, set one pass. And he goes, declare battle, attack. Activate Ultimate Offering, pay 500, normal summon a monster. And he looks at me and goes, you're not about to do what I think you're about to do. Replay. Attack. And I go, activate Ultimate Offering, pay 500. And he's like, here comes the Blue Eyes. And I just tribute summon Blue Eyes during his battle phase.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, man, it was funny. He I don't remember what he did. He immediately got rid of it, though.
Yeah.
It'd be what it be.
So, before we move on to the YCS content, I just want to take just a moment. If you're enjoying the episode so far, I would really, really love if you went ahead and just check to see if you're subscribed down below if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify or iTunes, be sure to just go ahead, check in, and see if you are already following. If not, we would really, really appreciate it if you did. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get into the podcast. Well, the meta portion of the podcast where we talk about the YCS.
That just happened.
Yes, so it ended literally...
Like an hour ago, maybe?
Yeah.
As of recording.
Right. So, this YCS was YCS Vegas, and this was a 3v3 YCS. So, we've explained this on the podcast before, but just to kind of reiterate kind of how it works for those that might not really know. So... A 3v3 YCS is essentially where you and your team, which, for example, if me and Caleb had a third friend sitting right here between us, okay, I would be the A, our teammate would be the B, and Caleb would be the C. And then if you have all three of us, A, B, and C, we sit down at the table, I play against the other team's A, our teammate plays against their B, and Caleb plays against their C. And then from there... we each play a best 2 out of 3 match.
As you normally would.
Right. And whoever wins 2 out of 3 of those matches wins the round. So, for example, I sit down, I win my match 2 out of 3. Our teammate in the middle loses, his 2 out of 3, and Caleb wins his 2 out of 3.
We win
the set. So, and then that's how you report. And the B is allowed to talk to the A and the C, but you can't just talk across to each other.
Yeah.
Or they might have... I've actually heard that they changed that rule, but I don't know that for sure, so I'm going to stick to that rule, personally, if I play in any 3v3 events.
Yeah, just for simplicity's sake, because it's kind of rude to just kind of yell over the person in the middle. It's better just kind of go, slap, hey, tell...
Yeah, exactly.
Just passing along.
So, with that said, this was the first tournament played under the new ban list. So, this is, in theory, supposed to be a little bit more representative of what you can look for in the upcoming formats. So, for the next few months, anyway.
Yeah.
I think that this format probably lasts until... I have a hard time saying that it'll be May, because of all the stuff releasing in May, but I have a hard time saying it won't be also.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say whether or not the stuff coming out in May will really change the meta up that much. By change the meta up, I mean like cause a deck to kind of start lagging behind and like replacing it. I think it'll be more of a situation where all the new stuff's just going to add like 1 or 2 more decks to the pile.
Right, I think May is going to... They might wait until... I think it's got to be May, because if you do a format reset in June... Huh?
Oh, I was making a joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh. If you do June, then you're doing it too close to Nationals, and it makes Nationals its own format.
Yeah.
And you can't do it in April because we just got a ban list in February, taking place February 13th. So that's too early, unless they want to keep up with this like every 2 months trend, which I'm not opposed to it by any means.
No.
But,
not at all.
So I think that for now we can assume it'll be May. May just really does make the most sense to me. And if that's the case, then this format will last for 3-ish months.
Give or take.
So we're coming up on the end of February. Yeah, so that works. So anyway, this is the first major event of the new format. And with that, we are trying to get kind of our grip on the format because we don't have a new set coming out until the Gate Guardian support in a few weeks. And listen, as much as I want the Gate Guardian support to be good, we all know the truth.
I'm surprised we haven't heard anything about the retrains or anything.
I'm not really that surprised. Usually you really find out about that stuff. When it's a TCG exclusive thing, you really do find out about it like a week before.
That's fair.
So I imagine in the next week or two, we'll start getting some ideas.
Yeah.
So moving past that, though, we've got really, we get a lot of understanding of the format from this event. And really, this is the kind of format that I think you can plan on seeing all the way up to, honestly, through London. So, because like I said, I don't see...
When is YCS London?
April 1st and 2nd.
April. Yeah, oh, definitely. Bare minimum through London.
Yeah, because Cyberstorm Access isn't until May, right?
Yeah, and then we're getting the May set before in May.
March 10th.
March
10th.
Yeah, okay, and I do not...
That's like 2.5 or 3 weeks away.
Yeah, and I do not foresee that set having that big of an impact. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
It might add a deck to the pool at most, depending upon how the support actually functions. That is to be seen.
Right, exactly. So, if we can assume that, then we can really take this information, extrapolate it out over the next few months, and take this as an understanding of what the formats is. So, getting a little bit more into the nitty gritty of the top 8 breakdown. So, there were 385 total teams in this event.
Nice.
So, if you take 385, you cut down to top 16. So, 385 times 3 is what?
Times 3?
Is it
1,155.
Okay, so 1,155 duelists. And you can maybe assume that a couple of those teams only had 2 players. That is a thing that can happen. So, with that said, 11 of the top 8 teams, which is a funny thing to say, 11 of the top 24 decks were Kashtira.
Yeah.
45%.
Yeah, which part of that is probably because it's the new kid on the block.
Potentially.
People are still trying to figure out how to play against it.
I tell you what, there's no way I play Kashtira at the next event. Even if I had the money to play the deck, there's no way.
Oh, yeah, people are going to be siding hard against it.
People are going to be maining hard against it.
Yeah, I mean, I already am.
Right. So, next is Branded with 7 of the top 8 teams. So, 7 of top 24, essentially. Labyrinth with 4 of the top 24 decks. Sprite with 1 and Swordsoul with 1.
Okay.
So, they were there.
Yeah. They existed. They were in the back.
So, once again, thank you so much, Sebto, for this information. All this information is coming from Sebto. You can find him on Twitter at Sebto360.
Such an awesome dude.
Oh, for sure. I'm serious. You can get so much more information as far as just raw numbers and data from Sebto on this stuff. It's crazy. So, let's just... Oh, he's got everything for top 16.
Amazing.
Sebto is the best. Okay, so we had a bunch of events today. So YCS, Las Vegas, Nevada. So first place team is Steven Silverman, who is a dude from back in the Gap. Dominic Couch and Alexander Cancel? I don't know. Team back for seconds. Congratulations on your win at YCS Vegas. All 3 duelists were playing Kashtira.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So your second place team was Ryan Yu, John Wilkin, and Charlie Futch. Ryan Yu was on Labyrinth, and then John and Charlie were both on Branded.
Interesting. I wonder if they just didn't have enough Guardian Chimeras to go around, and they just had enough of this Labyrinth stuff around to throw together Labyrinth.
No, Ryan Yu. He was Ryan Yu got second place a while back with Sky Strikers. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, no. I don't
Do you remember the feature match where it was the finals match, and it was like 8, the Sky Striker player activated Mystic Mine, and then they passed for like 18 turns?
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah. Oh, no, like I don't doubt
he likes control.
Yeah, like I don't doubt he knows what he's doing. But it's just
saying he knows what he's doing is such an understatement.
Yeah. But like just the fact that it's Labyrinth and then Branded.
Yeah.
Like even if it was like Kashtira or like just 2 of the other same deck, I'd make the same joke.
Well, boy, do I have news for you, because that was not the only Labyrinth branded. What we're going to get there.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So for top 4, one team was Swordsoul Kashtira branded. Let's go, Swordsoul, best deck. Woo! And your other top 4 deck top 4 team was Kashtira Sprite. Then your top 8 was branded Labyrinth branded.
Instead of Labyrinth branded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Labyrinth Cash.
Jesus. Half the Labyrinth players are on one team.
Yeah, actually
Literally
they are.
half. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Then you have another top 8 is Cash branded. And then the last top 8 team is also Cash branded.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
your top 16 teams, we don't have them all, but we do have, let's see, this one with, this is Bowden Temnick and Ryan Levine's team.
Okay.
They got top 16. All 3 were playing Kashtira. Of course.
Oh, I just noticed the dude right there. He's wearing the Scrap Kong shirt from a lot of the Goblin cards.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's funny. I just noticed it. Anyway.
Next we have Pack's team. Pack was playing Naturia Runic, as was Cody Angeloff, Naturia Runic. And Shuping Zhu was, or is it Shuping Shunping Shu? Was playing Kashtira Adventure.
Bro, Kashtira Adventure is rough. Because that Wandering Griffin Rider is level 7.
Oh, that's not even why it's rough, my dude.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. On top of the Adventure package.
So do you know how the Kashtira engine gets into the Adventure engine?
Not particularly. No, it's been done. The one time I've encountered, because I'm playing a lot of games on Omega, the one time I've encountered it, they literally just hard drew into the... I can't remember the name of the Adventure normal spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just hard drew into it. And...
By the way, if you see somebody playing on YG Omega with my name, it's not me. I don't even have YG Omega. So, just want to put that out there. I've heard there's somebody on YG Omega saying some extremely rude things using my name as their screen name. I don't know why. Like Sunny Top Cut. I don't know why. But if you came across that, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, it's not him. I can vouch he does not have Omega because
I have a Mac.
Yeah.
So
Omega does not run on Mac.
As far as I'm aware, it might. I don't know, but it doesn't run on this computer. I know that this computer can't even stream. So
yeah.
Okay, so next we have a couple of other teams. The only other top 16 team that we have though is Sprite Labyrinth. That's another top 16 team.
Okay. Excuse me.
So we've got some other regionals. We've got one from Hungary. Was won by Sprite Runic Live Twin.
Jesus.
And then we've got the entirety of the top 8 from the Hamburg, Germany regional.
Ooh.
First was Sprite. Just a Sprite. The rest of top 4 was Branded Bestial, Punktherian, and One Unknown. And then the rest of top 8 was Sprite Runic Live Twin, Branded Bestial, Punk, and Kashtira. Then, let's see.
Interesting.
We have a Luxembourg regional. First place was Kashtira. Top 4 was Branded Bestial, and Mathmech. And the rest of top 8 was Labyrinth, Kashtira, Swordsoul, and Kashtira. And then we have a Newcastle upon Tyne? I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him at YCS London. It was in the UK though. And first place, Swordsoul, best deck, baby, Swordsoul. Woo! Love that Swordsoul. Oh my goodness. And then we had one in Plymouth, Pennsylvania. This was one. First place was Kashtira. That's all we've got. Then we have a Wrocław, Poland regional. First place, Swordsoul. First place, Swordsoul. Best deck. Gotta love the Swordsoul. You smiled and laughed the first time. When I did it the second time, you just stared off into the abyss like, why am I here? Why do I have to hear this?
Okay, you did it again.
Yep, we're still here for the joke, baby.
I mean,
listen, you're gonna like this top cut, okay?
Well, I was about to say, dude, you also have to remember the rule of threes with comedy. The first time you tell a joke, it's hilarious. Second time, not as funny. The third time, funnier than the second time, but not as funny as the first time.
So I've got one more.
You got one more.
All right. Top 4 was a branded Bestial, and then Kashtira, and then the last deck of top 4 is Madolche.
Fair enough.
And then the rest of top 8 is Swordsoul, best deck, Swordsoul, woo!
Really, just Swordsoul, just last couple of decks.
Oh, and then Draco Slayer and Kashtira and Labyrinth.
Draco Slayer?
Yeah, dude, that Draco Slayer deck is good.
I don't like Draco Slayers.
Except for the fact that it's Pendulum. Pendulum sucks. Don't play Pendulum ever. Nope, no Pendulum around me, baby.
It's a Pendulum deck that doesn't Pendulum summon.
Yes, it does. If it needs to.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah, but like, the whole purpose, like, I think the number
Wait,
one...
that guy's hat is flashing.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, so like, for my limited experience with the deck is that they're pendulums, just so if you open like a bunch of them, you can pendulum one, scale the other one, tribute them both off to summon one.
I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I've never played that deck, and I've never played against that deck.
I played against it once. Game one, they summoned Border and passed.
Yeah, I
and
genuinely have no idea.
And the guy just went like that, like he got me, and I just went, cool, Chalice.
My goodness.
Full Dragon Link synchro board. OTK.
Yeah, sorry, just saw something and got very distracted.
Oh, yeah, now you're good. Okay, so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The format feels like dog water, right?
I think part of the reason why it feels like that is because people are still figuring things out, and people just don't feel comfortable with their own play, with them playing. If that makes sense.
No, I think that's just that, like, okay. Think about like the decks that are good right now.
Okay.
All right. Let's just say the 5 decks that we have here.
Yeah.
Kashtira. That deck is so not fun to play against.
Oh no, it's because it's a control deck without all the interaction that control gives you.
Basically.
Because locking down your zones. Why?
So you've got Kashtira, which is horrible. You have Labyrinth,
which is no fun to be on the receiving end of a control deck.
Yeah, I mean, you're either getting debarriered or you're getting eradicated. And
yeah, Eradicator, Debarrier, Goes in Match, Skill Drain.
Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, enough said. Any deck that's playing Lord of the Heavenly Prison, I'm good. So, Swordsoul, which, as much as I love Swordsoul, the deck is boring. And then Branded, which, as much as other people love Branded, the deck is boring, right? It's like, the decks are almost a year. Swordsoul's over a year old now.
Actually, yeah, I'm thinking about
and Branded is close to a year old.
Like, oh yeah, now I'm thinking about a lot of these decks are old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it really does feel like we've been going with those decks for a while. And
yeah,
I put so much money into Swordsoul that I don't ever want to put it down just because I've got invested. Yeah. I have a lot of money in that deck.
Yeah, I mean,
but still,
it's just, it's
forever.
Like those, only 2 of those decks aren't like a year old so far. And one of them is like getting close.
Well, Labyrinth is
like 6 months old, I think.
It came out in Tactical Masters, which Tactical Masters came out it came out in August, so it's like 5 months old.
Yeah, it's coming up on 6 months.
Kashtira technically is like 4 months old. Technically, as a TCG archetype. But
yeah, but it was just literally Fenrir. It was just Fenrir and Unicorn.
Why did they just advertise? Wait, is Dimension Force no? Dimension Force is really old. Why are they advertising Dimension Force and last year's Megatons?
Because they're just now getting it in Master Duel, I assume.
No,
yeah, there's the 2022-10.
Why are they advertising this stuff?
I think it's because they don't have any other product to advertise, right? They don't have any more advertisements to run.
All right. Anyway. I'm sorry. I just keep getting distracted by stuff.
Okay, so...
And then Sprite. So Sprite's been out since August.
Yeah.
Swordsoul's been out since not this past November, but the November before, so like 15 months now.
Yeah.
But then, and Branded was May.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Swordsoul's the oldest of the decks, but still.
Yeah, no, that's...
Technically, Branded was a deck before May, but it didn't see competitive viability until May.
Yeah, we'll consider when competitive viability came about.
Sure.
Because, like, all those decks except Labyrinth and Cash have been meta before.
Yes.
The only reason why Kashtira is just now becoming meta relevant is because it just got all the rest of its cards besides literally Fenrir and Unicorn, and even then people just ran Fenrir and that's about it. And then Labyrinth had just had a really bad matchup against.
Well, Labyrinth also just got Big Welcome, which is kind of important.
Yeah, it got Big Welcome, which was a huge thing. But then it also just had a really bad matchup against Tyr.
Yeah.
So that was another. Tyr's not a thing anymore, so those two things combined together kind of help push it forward into the meta relevancy.
Right. So,
yeah.
I think that there is... okay. You can pick two answers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you take away from the YCS? This is a poll that was put in our Discord server, so if you're not in our Discord server, you should absolutely join our Discord server.
Please do.
You can pick two. A. North America broadcast needs work. B. Kashtira is good but unfun. C. Ban Eradicator and D-Barrier. D. Labyrinth is based.
You can only pick two.
E. Ninjas are cool. F. Swordsoul best deck.
You can only pick two of those?
Yes, I did not make this poll. I just feel like that needs to be said.
Okay, Lab is based.
Okay.
And... the thing is, all of those literally every statement is true.
Yes, every single one of these is true.
Like, every one of those statements is true in some shape, form, or fashion.
The only thing of this is not true for me is that Lab is based, so...
Oh, no. It is a true statement to me. Just like how the Swordsoul one is a true statement to you.
It is truly an opinion.
Yeah. As opposed to the...
I don't even think the Swordsoul one is a true statement for me.
Fair.
I don't believe that Swordsoul is the best deck. I think it's a fun meta pick.
Yeah, but like besides the Swordsoul and Lab stuff, all the rest of that is just...
objectively true.
Objectively true. Kashtira is a good deck. Not fun. Because, like, if they go off and do what they want to do, they're going to block off your entire... your monster board. So if you're a monster deck, you can't play.
By the way... I just... Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off. Continue what you were saying.
I was going to say...
Kashtira's unfun.
Yeah, Kashtira's unfun. I'm not entirely sure on the Eradicator Epidemic needing to be banned, but...
it's bad, dude.
But D-Barrier needs to go. It's...
okay, listen.
Especially if I can just reset it over and over.
Listen. I'm just going to say right now. D-Barrier, Eradicator... and Harpy's Featherstorm are fine. If Red Reboot is at 3, but it's banned, so they all need to go too. They are completely unable to be interacted with. Unable. There is no physical way. If your opponent sets those cards on turn 0...
yeah, no, there's no interaction.
There's no physical way to interact.
The nearest into interaction you can have is that if your opponent, if you're going first, you can set like Twin Twister or something and then hit it right when they set it.
Yeah.
That's the only interaction you can get with that card. Night Beam.
Not to activate in the draw phase.
That's entirely fair. They have
Night Beam's not a quick play.
Yeah. But like
you cannot interact with those cards.
But like in game 1, they're not going to shotgun the D-Bear because they don't know what to call yet. So that's your only option is game 1. They don't know what you're playing, and you just shotgun the Night Beam and Night Beam the D-Barrier.
You just made me want to start playing Night Beam, bro. Tell me why I want to play Night Beam so badly now.
Oh, because it's your one out to D-Barrier, but you know that if you do that, they're just gonna go, oh no. Anyway, flip the second D-Barrier they set.
Yeah.
Or just continue doing what they were doing and just recur it.
Yeah.
But it gives you a turn.
I guess. All right.
It's not good. Don't run Night Beam.
think about it. Ninjas are the coolest development of this entire event for me.
Oh, easily.
Dude, ninjas are such a cool deck. So if you want to find where a good ninja build, it's so funny, dude. It's actually so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not gonna know about this. This is the first time you're hearing about this.
Okay.
I promise, because you've been like checked out all weekend. So the ninja deck was first theorized to be really, really good by Jesse Cotton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jesse Cotton swore, he made a YouTube video. Description of the YouTube video, or he pinned a comment or something, and it said, you guys wanted, he's starting his content creation journey. This is only like his 3rd or 4th video.
Yeah.
And he's already at like 10,000 or 20,000 subscribers
I mean,
already.
of course, it's Jesse Cotton.
Right. So he puts out a ninja deck profile. He says, hey, you guys wanted more budget, but budget and
good
and rogue decks. And I think ninja is the best budget rogue deck of the format. And he says that and puts it in the description or comment or whatever. Makes it abundantly clear. And then he says in the video that he thinks that it like really could be competitive at the YCS level. So somebody got in the House of Champs Discord server and called him a grifter,
thinking he was trying to sell off all of his now probably about to be bought out ninja cards.
That, or he wanted to just get people playing ninja so that he would have more easy matches at the YCS. So Jesse Cotton shows up to this event.
With
by
ninjas?
the way, that guy got banned from that Discord server. But Jesse Cotton shows up today running ninjas and doing really well. Ninjas were like 6-1 in round 7 at YCS Lyon last weekend.
That's like, that by itself is impressive.
And then ninjas, I think a couple of ninja decks cleared day 2 at this event.
Yeah,
Dude,
they didn't make
a cool deck.
They didn't make top good, but they cleared day. But they got to day 2 with ninjas, which is
impressive on its own.
Yeah. Now, like, is
the whole team is wearing the light up hats, bro.
Yeah. So like,
So sick.
so like, is the new version of the ninja deck doing what the old ninja deck used to do?
Which was
The Samorg lock.
so not exclusively,
But they can still do the Samorg
they
lock.
can. They are still running Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo.
Okay.
It's actually, you're not gonna believe this, it's a flip control deck.
Yes, because all the new ninja cards are kind of like, that's part of their playstyle. All the new ones were
Right.
flip control.
Yes. And they're actually pretty good as a flip control deck.
So, for those who don't know,
You can build that whole deck for like $60.
I'm tempted to. So
You
like,
should. I probably have a lot of it in my bowl.
yeah. So like, okay. So like, how can we forget? Okay. So for those who don't know what the Samorg lock is, it's dark. It's literally having a dark Samorg on board,
Sure.
which prevents your opponent from setting anything.
Yes.
And anti-spell fragrance, which means spells and traps cannot be activated unless they're set first, or spells can be activated unless they're set,
Yes.
but they can't set anything. So it locks them out of spells and traps completely.
Yes. Why use expensive Kashtira cards to lock opponent out of spells and traps when Samorg do same thing?
Yeah, when literally Dark Samorg plus a continuous trap card.
And
But-
they still run some of those old spells and traps.
So another hilarious thing is that if you get off the Samorg lock, like Dark Samorg, and then flip that anti-spell fragrance, your opponent has to rely on their monster effects to out that.
Yeah.
Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm does nothing because they can't set them and they can't activate them. It's hilarious.
By the way, have
Yes.
you seen the playmat?
Yes.
The participation mat for YCS London?
No, not for London. Ooh.
This is the 250th YCS participation mat. It goes out to London, Bogota, and
Damn.
LA.
It's all the previous prize cards, huh?
It is.
Man, I wish I was going now just so I can get the mat.
If anybody is going and wants to donate their mat to exactly Caleb, you can send it home with me, and I will give it to Caleb as a present. And in return, I'll give you some signed cards or something.
Yeah.
Caleb will send me $3 and 2 signed cards.
Shoot, I'll send some cards with you, so that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, actually, if anybody wants to sell a mat for Caleb, actually, I will be at the event and I will pay cash money for a single one of these play mats. Only one though, because I'm getting my own, and I don't need several. I just want one for Caleb because he can't make the event.
Yeah.
So also, I want to put a picture of this mat in
the video. So people
the
can look at it.
video.
Fair enough. So like, what I plan on doing, because like that kind of mat is something I would definitely want to frame.
Yeah.
It's just too nice.
I think I would want to frame mine too, to be honest with you.
It's just too nice to use. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I agree.
But yeah. Anyway. So from what I gathered, just off what you said with the ninjas, it seems like they just kind of took the old ninjas strategies, but then just revamped it with all the new stuff. So they can still do the old strategies. Most of them are probably obsolete and just aren't good enough, but then they can still do,
In a way.
like the Samorg lock.
They still play 3 Hanzo, I'm just saying. By the way, if you have Ultimate Rare Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo sitting in your bulks, I'm not going to say they're like crazy expensive, but they're like $25 now.
Yeah. But because Hanzo searches for any ninjutsu art card.
Yeah.
That's what all the new spells and traps are in ninjutsu art. So you can search for any card in the deck just about.
Yeah.
So, do they bother making the fusions, or that you know of?
I don't know. I don't know it that well.
We'll have to wait and see. You know?
Yeah, I'll have to just watch the I'll have to watch the Jesse Cotton video.
Yeah.
Get more information. But hey, listen, we have so much appreciated all of you coming in and hanging out with us and chatting.
Listen to us kind of ramble at the end there.
Yeah. If you want to hear this again, like I said, you can always check out our Patreon. We have a link in the description down below with an extra episode every single week. And then, of course, we also want to thank all of our current patrons. So, a huge thank you to Cam Yang, Dragonmaid Stunzy, the Glizzy Goblin, Kane Martin, Zyphers, Blackwing Silverwing the Ascendant is the best Floodgate. Do you know a well-balanced horse is stable?
I mean, it's why they tell you to hold your horses, because you're unstable.
Oh, no. Earth Machine, Best Deck, Epi. Has anyone actually read Toy Vendor, HGH Cyber, I Am McLincoln, Mountain Man, Oatmeal Spaghetti, Owen Alvarado, Quitting the Game as a Floodgate, Unbanned Number 95, Konami? Understanding and reading are two different things. Virtually Savior's World. Where Flame Swordsman support Konami. Rogue and Tier 2 are the polite terms for bad deck. AD, Aaron Gardner, Asami, Ashflush Chaps, Box Wine, Bestial Pizza Hut, Cyberdark Duelist, Duty Booty, Dragon, Maidenless Behavior, Fur Hire, Dog Turd, Heroes, Purple Cereal. I'm about to Rika Glamour Tribute for Cause D's Plant Nuts in Your Mouth. Cam, the Hockey Walkie Slush Mixer, Old Man Red, Pin Code 143, and Santa Claus. Thank you all so much for your continued support. And again, thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors for sponsoring us.
Yes.
So
I do have one quick thing I do want to say.
Sure.
You know the saying, because the stable comment made me remember another funny thing. Do you know why people always do say "be there or be square"?
Because
if you're not there, you're not
around. I've heard that.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good one.